What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Some commentary for you. Madden 19. I want to talk about the Nectar mod for PC. I know this really has been talked about the past few months. It's really been out since October, though, and a lot of people are finally seeing what we expected from Madden 19 modding with this. And I'll say that one of the things he does that really impressed me was changing the color schemes in this game, because that's one of the things I think EA does kind of underhandedly to make the game appear that it's different when it's not. So he's put in natural, he's put in primetime, he's put in night games. They've went on and kind of done some novelty ones, like a comic looking one, kind of a retro looking one that we had actually before in Madden. But some of the gameplay changes that he's made with this mod are things that we've always asked for. And I'm not going to go through these pages specifically. I'm just going to show you overviews. Could be here all day really talking about some of the things he's been able to do with this mod. But just to go through a couple ones that stand out. Reworking tackling, fumbling, quarterback movement and scrambling, talking about the way the commits run for aggressive ball players and play recognition. You know, these are things that have really continued to plague Madden and been an issue. I'm not saying he's fixing them, but he's obviously taking a lot of time and effort to go back and making sure that they're changed, they're geared towards a more simulation football experience, and they're reworked to what the community's requests are. And these are things that really EA should be doing as well. Not only that, talking about going through the auto subs and changing them so everything's not the flat 60-80, but running backs, wide receivers, defensive tackles, defensive ends, they're all being changed in differently according to their position, going through some of the sliders to help with the way passes work, blocking works, coverages work, improving timing of plays. You know, these are really important things that we don't always have addressed globally in Madden, but he is actually taking the community's feedback and putting real changes into this game. And if you watch gameplay, and hopefully I'll have some later on to share with you, you can really see the difference it makes. Goes and talks about the way he adjusts penalties. And I've always been a big person that says sliders do not change programming, but he's going beyond just sliders. And he's showing you not only what he's changing, but why he's changing it and what he's doing to accommodate those changes in the game. And when you watch this game play, you actually see kind of a different side of Madden, because it's more than just the sliders changing, it's a lot of the logic back behind it. One of the things that I was most interested in that he was doing was actually taking real NFL data and putting it into the game. So when you go back and look at the way he's worked injuries, changing the career-ending season injury, just a couple of games, it's really based as well as what the injury is as to the frequency of when they're going to recur, and then also goes through and took a look at the defensive play calling for every team and put that into the game as far as what they're going to run for man, zone, cover 1, cover 2, quarters, cover 9. So it was really nice to see the data that went back behind this. And obviously one of the last things we'll talk about here is the user interface. Going and putting in the enhanced replays with Gatorade, the halftime with Pizza Hut, Under Armour for the play call screen, the CBS, NBC, Fox user interface, the Nike enhanced touchdowns, putting music stations back in the game. These are things that we've asked for years, and we learn now more than anything else. They're still in the game. They've been in the game. But they add that level of depth, that level of realism that we just don't get, and it's great to see somebody in the community giving the community what we want, since obviously it's not something EA has been able to do. Love to know your thoughts on this. Appreciate you checking it out, and I will be back very shortly with more commentary.